Hare Krishna. Om Ajnanatimidandasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurun Militam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Iti Namine. Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharini Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Ashata Deshatarini. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadara Shivasadi Gaura Bhaktavrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostate Namo Brahmana Devaya Go Brahmana Hitaya Cha Jagadhitaya Krishnaya Govindaya Te Namaha Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishvala Sute Devi Pranamami Haripriye Namo Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namne Gauratvishe Namaha Panchakalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya Eva Cha पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः अनंत कोटि वैष्णव की जय नमः ठाकुर श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय. हरे कृष्णा एवरीवन.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
हरे कृष्णा. Since today is Gita Jayanti, so we'll quickly go through because so this was the dream of Prabhupada, right? Distribute books a genuine appeal by Srila Prabhupada. So if we want to please Prabhupada, then we need to participate in book distribution. So this whole month we have, even if you have any of you have not got, so still you can buy, right? And the links have been shared in the group. So please do participate in this marathon. So what Prabhupada says, so one, by fully concentrating on distributing books for Krishna, one is fully absorbed in Krishna. This is Samadhi. So because when we are, it is Krishna is not different, no, from his name, pastime, and also Krishna is in the form of Srimad Bhagavatam and Sri Bhagavad Gita. So it is not associating with Bhagavad Gita is also like associating with the Lord. So that is the greatest welfare that we do to the world. Prabhupada says, and also it was the same thing which his guru said when Prabhupada met him in when Prabhupada was just 26 years, when he met first time his guru in 1922. So that time his guru said that because Prabhupada was in a freedom movement that time, so he was very much attached to. He said that we need to have freedom for our country before taking. I mean, Krishna consciousness will come secondary. Then what did his guru say? That the most greatest welfare that you are going to do for humanity is by doing the Krishna consciousness. So this is most important, and it's not just the person who is distributing and also who is going to read. Everybody are going to benefited in this. And Prabhupada says to be quickly recognized by Krishna, book distribution is a shortcut process because not everybody can engage into preaching, right? At least by how much, otherwise also even if we do, how much effective is our teaching. But if we give Prabhupada book, then it can change somebody's life, no? Actually, it is a fact that ultimately everyone should preach and distribute books if they want to please me in the best way. Book distribution must be given stress always. And this is Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Maharaj. So he also said that, it is the dream of Prabhupada's Guru Maharaj, because he also always stressed on book distribution, and he calls the because this distribution is, this is a transcendental literature, no, for the people happen when people go to for distribution, when they open at least any page, any page, if they open and read one page also, then obviously they will take it. So because that is so effective, because it is written by a pure devotee, you know. And Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Maharaj calls this literature as great mridanga, because it will make so much noise, no. I mean, because we Prabhupada also says that my books are like time bombs. We don't like, we may gift someone, or maybe the other person is not interested also, we may give for them. But somebody, when that bomb will explode, we don't know. It is like an atom bomb, he says. So because somebody in that house, some can read, and then they can become a really nice devotee. Now, I think Manjula Mataji was speaking, who also got in last year. Manjula Mataji, you said, right?
Yes, yes, Mataji.
Yeah, so she was sharing her experience, like last year, same day she got, and that's how now she became serious devotee. So how is this? So we can also, by doing like a small service, we can just take some 5 books at least, take some 5 books and try it out, and try to. You never know, when you approach, people will be ready to take. We are not even doing that. Just try to have, I mean, in your close circles, or somebody, your colleagues, can just try it out, because it is not costing so much also, 200 rupees something, right? So people spend on so many things, but this is very small amount, and that would be so helpful for their life, that can change someone's life. So Prabhupada says that this is the real preaching, the only way to please Prabhupada, right? And even in Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says in chapter 18, 68 and 69 shloka, for one who explains the supreme secret to the devotees, pure devotional service is guaranteed. And at the end, he will come back to me. And there is no one in this world more dear to me, that is to Lord Krishna, than he, nor will there ever be one more dear. So by doing this, we are pleasing Prabhupada and also Lord Krishna. So my request is, if you have not taken, please, still there is a time. Please do. The links are shared. And if you are not able to sell, even there is an option like temple people, because they are going for distribution. So they will do it. You just have to, you need not pay the courier charges, pay only the book amount, and you can pay that. That option also is there. So the distribution, they will do it from temple side. Okay. Okay. So with this, we can. So happy Gita Jayanti to all of you. So this was a precious day when Lord Krishna said this divine knowledge of Bhagavad Gita to Arjuna, right? Mokshada Ekadashi. So these are this is shared in group. We have a link here, right? So we have in different languages. You can either buy, go for 10 numbers. You can sell. I mean, in your neighborhood also, you can try. Yeah.
Instead of selling, we can gift it also, right, Mataji? We can just give
Anything.
them.
Yeah. Gift also you can do, but selling also you try. That is good. Prabhupada will be pleased, because many times what happens when you gift, freely, when you give, no, there is no much value. People may read, may not read. But when they buy for some money, they will usually at least see what is there inside. You know?
Yes,
Free
yes.
means there will be sometimes negligence will be there.
Yeah.
Okay, now we'll go to the chapter. We can give like on birthday, someone's, or like any occasions, housewarming. Instead of giving something else, this is a good option. You can buy and keep, because these prices you won't get later. So buy and keep something in stock, and later you can use it.
Yes, Mataji.
Yeah. Last year I did like that only. Like as you said, I for some housewarming and all, I uh, gave this Bhagavad Gita. Okay. Screen is visible, no?
Yes, Mataji.
Okay. Thank you. the universal form, or Vishwarupa Sandharshana Yoga, Bhagavad Gita, chapter 11. So what did we, so let's pay our obeisances to Sri Sri Radha Govind. Let's take their blessings. And Srila Prabhupada. So summary of chapter 10. So what did we see? Krishna's position as origin of everything. So where Lord Krishna explains that from him the 7 sages are born, like the 4 Kumaras were born from his mind. And then he also says that not only the people, I mean, all the progeny came after that. No, all those that he explained in the chapter 10, 1 to 7, he explains that. And also the qualities also come from Krishna, like happiness, sad, intelligence, and these things also we saw. Like even the qualities are coming from Krishna. So Krishna is origin of everything. So that he explains, and then we saw the Chatushloka, the 4 shlokas. We'll see that, and Arjuna's acceptance as it and his request. So he accepts Krishna as supreme Lord, right? So what is this Chatushloka? Aham sarvasya prabhavah matta sarvam paravartate iti matva bhajante mam buddha bhava samanvitaha Matchitta matgata prana bodhayantah parasparam katayantascha mam nityam tushyanti cha ramanti cha tesham satata yuktanam bhajatam priti purvakam tadami buddhi yogam tam yena mam upayanti te teshamevanukampartam aham agnanajam tamaha nashayamyatma bhavasto jnana deepena bhasvata. So basically if we see, so how this is categorized is Krishna is like in the first shloka, Aham Sarvasya Prabhavaha. So I am the cause of everything, he's saying here. Everything comes from me. So this is like Sambandha, Abhideya, and Prayojana. Even in Vedas also it is like that only. What is the purpose of reading Veda and this one or any scriptures? So one is the Sambandha, like what is the relationship? So Krishna, how can we love Krishna? How can we get that right? If you have to love someone, you need to know about them or how great the person is, right? So how great the God is, we need to realize. For that Krishna is saying all this, that I am the cause of everything. And then that is sambandha, the relationship. And we, when we understand that relationship, that I am the eternal part and parcel of the Lord, and Krishna is like acting as a maintainer for all the living beings. And then what happens? The second one is a Abhideya. Abhideya means the process. So the process is the devotional process we have, right? That 9 devotional process. So that is done. And then the devotees are engaged in, that is for 10.9. That is Abhideya, the process. So he gets into the devotional service. And then the Prayojana. So what is the result? So the result is the person, Krishna reciprocation. How does Krishna reciprocate? Dadami buddhi yogam tam enamam upayantite. So he will give the necessary intelligence to go back to Godhead. So that intelligence Krishna will give. And then another one more Krishna says that, and I will remove the ignorance. Nashayam atma bhavastu jnana deepena bhasvata. With a lamp of knowledge, I will remove their ignorance. So when we are devoted to Krishna, when we are sincere, right? So this all starts actually basically the chanting should be really pure. Okay, we stress more on chanting. If chanting is there, then everything will be in place. So if we are doing chanting properly, even it will be easy for us to follow the regulative principles also. Otherwise, by our own endeavor, it's very difficult. But then when we are chanting sincerely, and then the rest will happen. So then Krishna will also help us, like giving intelligence and removing our ignorance. And then Arjuna accepted Krishna as Param Brahma Parandhama Pavitram Paramam Bhavan Purusham Shashvatam Divyam Adidevam Ajam Vibhum Ahuswam Rishayas Sarve Devashir Naratastata Asito Devalo Vyasaha Swayam Chaiva Bravishime. So Arjuna accepted Krishna as Param Brahma Parandhama. So you are everything. You are the highest. You are even superior to I mean, all the devatas. So everybody, because you are Adi Deva, you are the first, right? Unborn, Ajam, Vibhum, and he called. So all Devashis, Naradas. I mean, he is giving the credit to all the rishis. I mean, in the disciplic succession, that they all have accepted, and so also I am also accepting. So he's completely convinced. So, and then the last sloka was Krishna says that I am the, uh, I mean, as a single fragment, I'm pervaded in the entire universe. So, what does it mean? Just like a Paramatma feature, which is also is a plenary portion of Mahavishnu, no? I mean, from Krishna, it comes all the expansions, and the four-handed Paramatma, the super soul, is a plenary portion of Mahavishnu, right? So, of Krishna. So he's saying here that it is just a my fragment itself is supporting the entire universe. So now the synopsis of chapter 11. Sorry. So the last verse, chapter 10, with the single fragment, I pervade the entire universe. Arjuna wishes to see that all pervasive form of the Lord. So now Krishna said, Arjuna, how is the connection? So in the last verse, Krishna says that how I have pervaded the entire universe. Now Arjuna want to see how Krishna has pervaded, right? How has he pervaded? So he want to see that in the material form, how Krishna has entered into the cosmic form, cosmic nature. So although Krishna is driving Arjuna's chariot, he pervades and supports the entire universe. Arjuna therefore wishes to see Krishna's all-pervading form. Arjuna requests Krishna to reveal his universal form. So the sections, we have 5 sections. So 11 to 8, Arjuna's request and Krishna's description of his universal form. 11.9 to 31, Sanjaya's description of universal form. So Sanjaya describes. And then 32 to 34, Krishna, so when he says the horrible form of the Lord, right? So that was very scary for Arjuna. Then he asks, who are you? What is your mission? And then Krishna explains that I am time, become my instrument. And then in section D, 35 to 46, Arjuna's prayers. 47 to 55, only pure, Krishna says that only pure devotees can see Krishna's two-handed supreme. Okay, something is missing there. Okay. So, and then so section A. So Arjuna request description of universal form. So see this. So this chapter 11, we have I mean, many slides are there. Whatever is possible to complete today and tomorrow we'll do. And if it is going beyond that, we'll go to next week. I'm not in a hurry. Okay. Arjuna uvacha madanugrahaya paramam guhyamadhyatma sangnitam yatva yoktam vachastena mohoyam vigato mama. Okay, from next sloka, if somebody wants to chant, you can participate. Okay. Arjuna said, I have heard your instruction on confidential spiritual matters, which you have so kindly delivered onto me, and my illusion is now dispelled. So, what is that confidential information which Krishna is speaking here? I mean, Arjuna is talking about, because he was thinking him as his friend all the time. So now he understood that Krishna is the supreme Lord, right? He is the cause of all cause, and he is also cause not only for the material world or living entities, but also the cause of the Mahavishnu, from whom innumerable universes emanate, right? Krishna is the source of all incarnation. And so now illusion is gone, he says, because many people, otherwise he was considering him as just a friend. No? So by hearing everything that Krishna has said, Arjuna's illusion is removed. So what is the advantage of hearing this knowledge? So illusion is dispelled, even for us also, right? We have so many confusions. When we initially come for hearing Bhagavad Gita, we had lot of questions, but slowly, everything we come to know. That is only because of mercy of Prabhupada, because Guru and Krishna's mercy both are required. Otherwise, we won't be able to understand, right, this knowledge. So the illusion is dispelled. So Krishna's supremacy over all is revealed. So this chapter 11 reveals Krishna's is the cause of all cause. So he is the cause for material nature, and he is the cause for living entities, and he is cause for all demigods and all the incarnation. So how is the illusion is being dispelled? So Arjuna recognized that by power of Krishna grace, by which the illusion is dispelled. So he is not an ordinary human being. He is not a just a friend, but he is a. So even when we hear Bhagavatam, that is why it is said. No, I don't know how, many of you still are not attending. I think please do attend morning 8 o'clock. So it said, like when we hear Nashtapraisha Bhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttama Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naishtaki. So when it eliminates, while hearing about the Lord, it eliminates all the inauspicious thing in the heart. So it is said like that. So we need to, when we hear about the Lord, all auspicious things will manifest. So then, so the question for you all. So here it is said all is illusion is over. Then what is the need? Because he is fully convinced that Krishna is the supreme Lord. So what is the need of asking Krishna to show the universal form? So what do you think?
Because Kali Yuga is approaching, so everybody is proclaiming themselves as a god.
Yes, very good. That is one point. Yes. So everybody thinks I am God. There will be a lot of imposters, right? Who may claim that I am God. So to establish, so if somebody asks, then we can ask, no, you show your Vishwarupa. So that is like standard. Krishna is creating a standard. So I think, okay, it's coming in next. So there are other reasons. So I think it will come further. We'll see. भवाप्ययौ हि भूतानां श्रुतौ विस्तरशो मया पत्ता कमलपत्राक्षा mahatmyamappi chavyayam. Sorry, I asked someone to read and I'm reading. O lotus-eyed one, I have heard from you in detail about the appearance and disappearance of every living entity and have realized your inexhaustible glories. So Arjuna calls him as lotus-eyed one. Even in Brahma Samhita, it comes, no, Varhavatamsam Aravinda Dalayataksham. Aravinda Dala means it is like a lotus eye. So out of love he is calling. No? So currently, I mean, how do we understand? Only by hearing. No? That is about Krishna, we are not in a position to see God. But then it need I mean, we need to be in that platform, like the pure devotees are able to see the Lord. We have many instances where the devotees, I mean, the deities also have responded to the Lord, or there are instances where deities have come in Chaitanya Charitamrita, many places, right? For Madhavendra Puri, when Lord will come and himself he used to feed the his devotee the food. So that will happen. They can see the Lord, but currently we can't. No, we have to only understand by the hearing. So Arjuna has accepted Krishna's inconceivable potency, like how he's pervaded everywhere and how the appearance and disappearance happens. So it is just like how to understand how Krishna is everywhere, just like a government. No, government is headed by a king, but king cannot be present in all the places. This analogy Prabhupada gives in chapter 9. So king cannot be in all the place, but then king energy is there. So similarly, Krishna's energy is there in everywhere, but may not be Krishna personally present everywhere. So similarly, he accepts the inconceivable potency of the Lord here. If anyone wants to read the shloka and translation, you can.
Evam yetat yatatvam atmanam parameshwara drashtumichhami te rupam aishwaram purushottama. O great of all personalities, O supreme form, though I see you here before me in your actual position, as you have described yourself, I wish to see how you have entered into this cosmic manifestation. I want to see that form of yours. Hare Krishna.
Yeah, Hare Krishna. So he admits here that this is your actual form. So Krishna has a form, and also it is the two-handed form. The Sham Sundara form is the actual form of the Lord. but he wants to see how he has entered into cosmic manifestation, right? Yeah. So we know, like initially also, Krishna has showed this universe to his mother in his mouth. No, so earlier to that, he had shown to show in the Sabha, in the assembly of Dhritarashtra. That was in mini form, like not complete universal form, but then he had showed something similar to universal form. So yes, so now here we can see the reasons why Arjuna is requesting for the universal form. So we have four reasons. So to establish Krishna's divinity for all. So because everybody knows that God is great, but how great is God, that is not known. So that has to be established. He want to show people to convince others, although he does not have any personal desire and is completely satisfied to see him in his personal form of the Krishna. So usually the devotees are not interested to see the opulence, because then that friendly, you can't have that friendly relationship with the Lord. No, the Sakya or the five rasas which the devotees can have, that cannot be had when Krishna is so opulent. So so he only asking to convince others that he is the supreme Lord, and to avoid imposters, as Mataji said. So he wants to set a criteria for the future. There will be many imposters who will pose as incarnations. So no one can come and tell that I am God. So Krishna, he wanted to make sure that. And Arjuna wants to substantiate Krishna's statement. So basically, Krishna has spoken a lot of philosophy in the previous chapters, no? That I am this, I am that, and this is my opulence, I am here, and you can, how you can identify me. I mean, how to perceive Krishna in different things. So all that is said and done, but then uh, he wanted to show that it is really, he can show that also, not just speaking theoretically, but Krishna can also prove it by showing his opulences. Yeah. Yes, Mataji. Swati Mataji, you can. Yeah.
मन्यसे यदि तच्छक्यं मया दृष्टम् इति प्रभो योगेश्वर ततो मे त्वं दर्शयात्मानमव्ययम्. Translation: If you think that I am able to behold your cosmic form, O my Lord, O Master of all mystic power, then kindly show me that you unlimited your universal self. One can neither see, hear, understand, nor perceive the Supreme Lord Krishna by the material senses. Hare Krishna.
Yeah, Hare Krishna. So with our own endeavor, if we want to see the Lord, it is impossible, no? Because material senses, the senses that we have are material. But does the Krishna also have the material senses like us? These material senses have limitations, no? With hand, I can only do specific kind of work, right? And it has limitations also. The senses are not perfect. That is the defect of a conditioned soul. Our senses are not perfect. We need I mean, help of others, or many a times we need an instrument also to see something is very far. So we have so many defects. That is why it is said, Ata Shri Krishna Nama Dina Bhavet Grahyam Indriyai Sevonmukhe Jivvadau Swayameva Spurati Yadaha Ata Shri Krishna Namadi. So the Lord cannot be understood by our material senses. Somebody wants to understand. That is why these Mayavadis, they do speculation for many years, but then still they're not able to come to conclusion. Why? Because it is not easy to understand Krishna in that way. Krishna only with bhakti, bhaktya mama bhi janati only, no? Krishna. So only his mercy is there. And here we can see how humble is Arjuna. He's such a great devotee, and also he is in a position of a master. I mean, the Krishna is there as a charioteer there, but then he is so much humble because he has understood his Lord himself, and he is so humility, and with all that humility he is asking, like, if you think that I am capable, I mean, to see, then please show me, right? He is not like ordering. So Prabhupada also says, like, humility is the first quality for a devotee or a Vaishnava. Should be very humble. Even for books distribution, Prabhupada says, it's okay, you fall at the feet of the person, even if you know that he is a rascal, number one. right? Then because our intention is to, even because they're so merciful, they want to deliver even the such how much ever bad the person is, they're, because he's a vidya vinaya sampanne brahmane gavi hastini shuni chaiva swapakecha pandita samadarshina, they're samadarshini. So he is a merciful to all beings. So even if he's a rascal number one, Prabhupada says, you fall at his feet and give him that book, then I'm happy. So it is not like, okay, I mean, we are not in that platform, but that is what Prabhupada says, that should be the humility should be there. And even Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says that, no, Trunadapi Sunichena Tarurapi Samishnuna. So once what happens when Prabhupada in a Pandal program, so once a person comes, he was hanging a this one photo of Brahma Vishnu Maheshwara, right? And he comes on the stage when Prabhupada was giving some speech, and then he comes and he says that, okay, can you tell me who is great? Is Krishna great or Vishnu great? And he starts questioning like that, Prabhupada. And then Prabhupada says, why should I tell you? Why should why should I tell you? Because I'm not your servant. Then actually some of the disciples felt why Prabhupada is speaking like this. And many people who don't know Prabhupada, they thought that why is he like spiritual master? He's in big position, and how can he get upset? But actually, Prabhupada was trying to give some message that when you are speaking to a spiritual master, that humility is first important, right? If that humbleness or that surrender attitude is not there, then you can't learn anything. It's not like ordering and questioning. So here we can see that how humble is the Arjun, right? And even Prabhupada himself, he's such a great devotee. He's a Bhakti Vedanta. He's named as, means he's end of Vedas. He knows all Vedanta. And what did he say when he while going in ship, he writes a poem where he says that he prays to Krishna that I am ignorant. Krishna, I don't know anything. If you think I have to pass this message to those people, make me eligible in that way that my words reach them. I mean, your words, whatever is you have told in Bhagavad Gita, I should be able to convey that. Give me that power. So I'm nothing in front if your mercy is not there, if you are not blessing. So this is the attitude that we should have towards Krishna and towards Guru, right? Without their mercy, we can't progress at all. So Arjuna pleads and does not order. Yeah, right. So the qualification is only by revelation, by mercy of Lord. So Krishna should, so mental speculation is not possible. So Krishna is called as Yogeshwara, right? He has, there are many people who have some mystic power and they want to show to the people that they are God. Doing some, Prabhupada calls them as a pseudo God, no? They're not a real, like they want to show, like I also have some power. But then Krishna is Yogeshwara. He has all the power. He's the master of all mystic power. That is why he's called as Yogeshwara. Yes.
श्रीभगवानुवाच पश्य मे पार्थरूपाणि शतशोता सहस्रशः नानाविधानि दिव्यानि नानावर्णाकृतीनि च. Translation. The Supreme Personality of Godhead said, my dear Arjuna, O son of Partha, see now my opulences, hundreds of thousands of very divine and multicolored forms. Hare Krishna.
Yeah. So now Krishna is exhibiting the Vishwarupa, right? So it is full of colorful. It is full of color, thousands of very divine and multicolored. So is this seen in the spiritual sky or in the material sky? Where is this Vishwarupa is seen? Does it exist in spiritual sky? Like Lord Ram, right? All incarnation of the Lord eternally exist in spiritual sky. So what about this universal form? Does this also exist?
No. No, Mataji.
Okay, why?
Because here Arjuna is requested, so that's why Krishna is showing that universal form.
Yeah, so this is basically a material, okay? This is more of impersonal. This is not real form actually. There's not form. He's just showing that in him everything is there. So it is there only in the material world. and Krishna shows in the material world only. It is not there in spiritual sky. If you remember in 8th chapter, we see that in the demigod, no, it says that which includes universal form, the demigod feature, Adi Daiva, right? Adi Daiva, this is also which also includes the universal form. So this is actually lower form, not like higher. So Krishna is exhibiting here. So yeah, so this is not a eternal and only the other forms of Lord will be there eternally in spiritual sky, but not the this form. Yes, Mataji. So now what all we can see in this universal form, Krishna is explaining here.
Pashyadityan vasun rudran ashvinau marutastata bahunadrishta purvani pashyascharya bharata. Translation: O best of the Bhartas, see here the different manifestations of Adityas, Vasus, Rudras, Ashwini Kumaras, and all the other demigods. Behold the many wonderful things which no one has ever seen or heard of before. Hare Krishna.
Yeah, Hare Krishna. So this is seen only in material world. Even that is why the devatas also from all the other planets also they come and they want to see this when Krishna is exhibiting this. No, and the all Adityas they're all like they it is said 12 Adityas are there and Rudras like all the Ishvara forms, no different forms of Rudras and Ashwini Kumaras and all devatas. So everything we can see in the Vishwarupa. Yes, Mataji.
इहैकस्तं जगत्कृत्स्नं पश्यात्या सचराचरं मम देहे गुडाकेशा यच्छन्या द्रष्टुमिच्छसि. Translation:
Oh, Arjuna, this side is there. Yeah.
O Arjuna, whatever you wish to see, behold at once in this body of mine. This universal form can show you whatever you now desire to see and whatever you may want to see in the future. Everything, moving and non-moving, is here completely in one place. Hare Krishna.
Yeah, Hare Krishna. So Prabhupada gives in Papat, no one can see the entire universe while sitting in one place, right? We can't, no, it is impossible. We have a limited vision. So even Arjuna also is not able to see because it is completely covered in the sky. It's like a fully covered. And wherever he sees from one end to other end, he is able to see the universal form. So Prabhupada says even the most advanced scientist also cannot see what is uh, going in the other part of universe, right? But then here you are not just seeing one part of universe, but different planets. So Krishna is showing all the planets and the devatas here at one place. So Arjuna can see everything that exists in any part of universe. Krishna give him the power to see anything he wants to see, past, present, and future. So this is mainly Krishna is also showing this because Arjuna was in a dilemma, no? Like whether I should fight or not, and all I'll get all sin. So Krishna wanted to show what is in your future, so that he don't have any doubts, and then he can fight. Yes, Mataji.
न तु मां शक्यसे द्रष्टुम् अनेनैव स्वचक्षुषा दिव्यं ददामि ते चक्षुः पश्य मे योगमैश्वरम्. Translation: But you cannot see me with your present eyes. Therefore, I give you divine eyes. Behold my mystic opulence. Hare Krishna.
Yeah, Hare Krishna. So here our what we should understand, Arjuna is actually on a higher platform. So this Divya Chakshu, for a normal person like us, we have Charma Chakshu, the material eyes. For us, if it is given, then it is a higher. But actually here he is lower, he is coming to the lower platform, Arjuna, because his position is higher. He is in a Sakyaras with the Lord, and he is already in Prema Chakshu, right? He have that love. But then he's coming down. Now he's he's seeing him as a supreme Lord, and now he's getting that Divya Chakshu to see all this, right? So actually for him it is actually lower for a pure devotee. So Lord Krishna responds by offering to show Arjuna his opulences. Krishna shows variegated forms. So these are different shlokas from 5 to 8. In shloka 6, vision of wonderful forms. No one has ever seen or heard this before. So vision of entire universe, vision of past, present, and future. Need a divine vision. So lower level vision according to Acharyas. So the section B. So now we all know that Sanjaya is seeing what is happening in the Kurukshetra war, right? And he is describing to Dhritarashtra. So now he starts saying what is happening from his viewpoint. So Sanjaya describes how Krishna bestows upon Arjuna the necessary vision. Arjuna then beholds Krishna's universal form. Krishna's universal form of opulences, Krishna's Kalarupa form of time. Yes, Mataji.
Sanjaya uvacha evamuktva tato rajan Mahayogeshwaro harihi darsayamasa pathaya paramam rupamaishwaram. Sanjaya said, O king, speaking thus, the Supreme, the Lord of all mystic power, the personality of Godhead, displayed his universal form to Arjuna.
Yeah, so now now Sanjaya is explaining to Dhritarashtra that Lord is exhibiting the universal form. Okay. Arjuna saw in that universal form unlimited mouth and unlimited eyes. It was all wondrous. The form was decorated with divine dazzling ornaments and arrayed in many garbs. He was garlanded gloriously, and there were many scents smeared over his body. All was magnificent, all expanding, unlimited. This was seen by Arjuna. If hundreds of thousands of suns rose up at once into sky, they might resemble the effulgence of Supreme Person in that universe form. So Krishna is like uh, uh, he's always decorated, no? Even when we know, like when he takes the birth also, he was completely decorated. No, he comes with all that jewels and dress, the silk garments. So Krishna always looks beautiful. That is why it is said, Venum Kvananta Maravinda Dalaya Taksham Varhavatam Samasitambuddha Sundarangam. Sundarangam. Always he is a Kandarpa Koti Kamaniya Vishesha Shobham. He is so beautiful, Krishna. So here also, he actually we can see initially when he shows, that is like a less of, I mean, it is not more of horror. It is more of Saumya, where he shows very decorative forms and all very gloriously decorated, different head and this one. Later he shows that Kalarupa. No, before that it was okay. I mean, he's exhibiting so much opulence here. But it is said that he made the complete sky, it was covered, right? It was like a canvas, how it is covered. The sky was like a canvas, and he showed Vishwarupa, and it is said that whenever some instance he wanted to see, that he could expand. If he go inside, that will expand, and there he could see the specific instances. So that was also possible. So that is why Krishna says anything you can see here, no? And Krishna is, his body is not like us because it is a transcendental. That is why he is always fragrance comes out of Lord's body. It's not like our body. And this his bodily effulgence is nothing but like a Brahman, no? Brahman effulgence is that. So that is why it is so effulgent. Many people, they think that that is God, because actually before that, behind that light, God is there. But many times people don't understand, and they think that Brahman is the highest realization. So here also we understand it is so bright, and just one sun we can't see. In the midday you can't even see one sun, right? But here it is like thousands, hundreds of thousands, when if a sun comes on a sky, how it will be. That was the effulgence of Supreme Lord. Mataji, you'll be able to see, English is not here. Will you be able to, or should I?
Yes, Mataji. Sloka I can see, Mataji.
Okay.
So can I read Sloka, Mataji?
Yeah, you can.
Tatraikastam jagat krishnam pravibhaktamanekada apasya devadevasya sarire pandavastada. At that time, Arjuna could see in the universal form of the Lord the unlimited expansion of the universe situated in one place, although divided into many, many thousands.
Yeah.
Arjuna, I think that is
So basically, yeah, yes, Mataji. So basically, this unlimited universes are there in present material world, right? But then Prabhupada says the material science, right? They can never find this. We are only thinking that we have landed on moon, and that also we do. Prabhupada, as per Prabhupada, it is not at all moon. They have not gone into moon. It's not easy because for going to any planet, you need to have that kind of body. Otherwise, it is not possible. So here in one place, Krishna is showing him all the universes, right? So we should accept that our knowledge is limited. And Prabhupada says in Prabhupada, Arjuna could see in the body Krishna many thousands of planets. As we learn from Vedic scripture, there are many universes and many planets. It is said some are made of earth, some are made of gold, some are made of jewels, some are very great, some are not so great. Sitting on chariot, Arjuna could see all this, but no one could understand what was going on between Arjuna and Krishna. Because it was a very short time for us, it feels like long, but then it is said it is just in 45 minutes, Krishna was able to convey all this and Arjuna was able to understand, right? So the other people were not able to understand, except only the pure devotees whom Krishna allowed them to see, and Sanjaya and Dhritarashtra. Other people were not in the war field, they couldn't see what was happening.
So Dhritarashtra is lucky, no, Mataji, to see all the forms of.
He only
Let's
hear
say-
only, na. He can't see. He can't see. He only has to hear because seeing is Sanjaya only,
Ha.
and he is hearing. Yeah, divine eyes is given to Sanjaya to explain what is happening. Dhritarashtra is not able to see. Even what is the use, na? Even if he sees also, he is
Is
not
blind.
changing. So
Yeah.
yeah, he don't believe that Krishna is God, or he don't. There's no so no use even if he listens also. This we read, no? Yeah.
Yes, Mataji.
At that time, Arjuna could see in universal form of Lord the unlimited expansion of universe situated in one place, although divided into many, many thousands. Yes, Mataji.
Tatasa ततस्त विस्मयाविष्टो हृष्टारो मादनञ्जयः प्रणम्य शिरसा देवं कृताञ्जलिरभाषत. Translation. Then bewildered and astonished, his hair standing on end, Arjuna bowed his head to offer obeisances and with folded hands began to pray to the Supreme Lord.
Yeah. So now he's afraid because by seeing the Krishna, actually he understood in the previous chapter that Krishna is Lord, but then he had not seen him, right? By seeing that now he's really scared and he's paying obeisances to the Lord. So he's not no more. He forgot that he's his friend. So after seeing the universal form, the relationship of friendship of Arjuna towards Krishna transformed into that of respect. That he started praying to Krishna with folded hands. So this can happen with us also. If you think someone as a very normal friend, and suddenly you come to know that he's a very big shot or he's a very big person, right? Immediately we can't have the same relationship. Suddenly, when you know them and you feel like you are very small in front of that person, so you can't have the same nice relationship. No, it will go. So similarly, here also same thing happening for Arjuna. He praised the form with wonder. The sober, calm Arjuna became ecstatic. Then, bewildered and astonished, his hair standing on the end, Arjuna began to pray with folded hands, offering obeisances to the Lord. So, this happened to Arjuna earlier also, no? When was that? Hair standing on end?
When he saw the army of
Huh? Yeah, when he saw armies. That time it was what? It was actually he was afraid, no? He was
compassion.
afraid, and it was, yeah. So it was actually material, on material platform it was. So vepatuscha sharire me roma harsascha jayate, he says. Gandivam samsrate hastat vakchaiva paridayate. So all his mouth is burning, my hands are shivering, my legs are shivering, and he says hair is standing on end because he didn't wanted to fight, and he was very much worried, how can I kill my own men? So that time, but here it is not, it is due to happiness. Here the hair standing is, it is because of in ecstasy, the Ashtavikar they say, when they're in more ecstasy. So that is kind of, here it is a different kind of feeling. So the different rasas which we can have with Krishna, right? So there are the primary rasas are Shantarasa, Dasya, Sakhya, Vatsalya, Madhurya. So these are primary, and there are the secondary rasas. So it is a 12 secondary rasas are there. Hasya, Adbhuta, Veera, Karuna, Raudra, Vibhatsa, Bhaya. So in Chaitanya Charitamrita, this comes Shantadasya Sakhya Vatsalya Madhura Rasanama Krishna Bhakti Rasa Madhye Pancha Pradhana. The chief transcendental mellows experienced with Supreme Personality of Godhead are 5. Shanta, Dasya, Sakhya, Vatsalya, and Madhura. So Shanta is neutral with the plants, animals, that is with the Shantarasa. And Dasya is a servitor to Krishna. Sakhya is in friendship. Vatsalya, parental love. And Madhurya is the highest conjugal love. And the other one, Hasyadbhuta Veera Karuna Raudra Bibhatsa Bhaya Panchavidha Bhakte Gauna Saptara Sahaya. In addition to the 5 direct mellows, there are 7 indirect mellows known as laughter, wonder, chivalry, compassion, anger, disaster, and fear. Actually, these secondary can come even in these initial rasas. The Shantarasa also can, Shantarasa will not have much, but from Dasya, Sakhya, Vatsalya, Madhurya, this also will be there. No, even the fearfulness when Krishna is being caught by some demon, his friends are afraid. They are in fear. So what will happen to Krishna, right? And then wonder, laughter. These all are there in the secondary rasas will also be coming in the primary rasas. So that is why Krishna is called as Akila Rasamrita Sindhu. Means Akila means rasa, that is mellows or humor, and Amrita means the ocean. So ocean of nectar. So many rasas is there. So it is said when we approach God, then He can supply anything to us. So He is unlimited. So that is why it's called Akila Rasamrita Sindhu. So He is unlimited. Akila means unlimited. Rasa means mellow. Okay. So it means if we ask there is nothing that Krishna cannot supply. No, whatever we ask, and Krishna can supply. And there's a shloka in chapter 6 which says Yamlabdva Yamlabdva chaparam labham manyate nadikam tataha, means I'm hankering for so many things, but then a person when realizes the Supreme, he does not more hanker for anything material because he's so much satisfied with the Lord. So that is Krishna.
Arjuna Uvacha Pashyami Devams Tava Deva Dehe Sarvams Tata Bhuta Visesha Sanghan Brahmanamisam Kamalasanastam Rishims Sarvanuragams Divyan. Translation. Arjuna said, My dear Lord Krishna, I see assembled in your body all the demigods and various other living entities. I see Brahma sitting on the lotus flower, as well as Lord Shiva and all the sages and divine serpents. Hare Krishna.
Yeah, Hare Krishna. So purport, Arjuna sees the celestial serpent Vasuki on which lay Garbhodaka Sai Vishnu and all planets up to the uttermost planet of Brahma. Because see, if he is seeing Brahma, and then he can also see Garbhodaka Sai Vishnu. Because how is Brahma born? How is Brahma born?
From Vishnu.
The navel.
Navel of which Vishnu?
Shirodaka Dasai. Sorry, Garbhodaka Dasai.
Yeah, Garbhodaka Sai Vishnu, no? So obviously, if he is able to see Brahma sitting on the lotus, from where that lotus is coming, the lotus stem, right? From navel of Garbhodaka Sai Vishnu. That is why Prabhupada gives here that he is also able to see Garbhodaka Sai Vishnu also, and Brahma and all the demigods and living entities. So we can see, right? So he's seeing here, and we can see the stem, and that's what this stem is coming from where? From the navel of Garbhodaka Sai Vishnu, who lies on Garbhodaka ocean. So Arjuna speaks his realization of universal form. So after seeing now all that, his realization, he says. Mataji.
अनेकबाहूदरवक्त्रनेत्रं पश्यामि त्वां सर्वतोऽनन्तरूपं नान्तं नामद्यं न पुनस्तवादिं पश्यामि विश्वेश्वर विश्वरूपा. Translation: O Lord of the universe, O universal form, I see in your body many, many arms, bellies, mouths, and eyes, expanded everywhere, without limit. I see in you no end, no middle, and no beginning. Hare Krishna.
Yeah, Hare Krishna. So even if in Bhagavatam also there is where it is said that Krishna, he's the universal form. The Lord's thighs are compared. I mean, there are two different universes. I mean, the Patala Loka, or the above planets, the higher planets, lower planet, like that it is divided. And also all the devatas are there in his uh, body parts. So that is why everybody are part and parcel of Lord. That is why it is said, no, we water the root, you need not water separately for leaves and plant. Why? Because all the devatas, everybody, including living entities, everyone exists in the Lord. Everyone are there. No? So many arms, bellies, mouths, he is able to see here. Mataji.
किरीटिनं गदिनं चक्रिणं च तेजो राशिं सर्वतो दीप्तिमन्तं पश्यामि त्वां दुर्निरीक्ष्यं समन्तात् दीप्तानलार्काद्युतिमप्रमेयम्. Translation: Your form is difficult to see because of its glaring effulgence, spreading on all sides like blazing fire or the immeasurable radiance of the sun. Yet I see this glowing form everywhere, adorned with various crowns, clubs, and discs. Hare Krishna.
Yeah, and Prabhupada says that when you are in ecstasy, you tend to repeat the same thing. No, we are seeing this like adorned with various crown, club, disc, and when he's in ecstasy, he is telling that again, the radiance of sun and this also. So because he's so happy and he's in such a ecstasy, Arjuna, right? He's surprised. How can my friend? I mean, he was thinking all the time his friend, and now he's Supreme Lord. He's showing. Multiple universes in his body, and he's in a surprise. Yes, Mataji.
त्वमक्षरं परमं वेदितव्यं त्वमस्य विश्वस्य परं निधानं त्वमव्ययः शाश्वता धर्मगुप्ता सनातनस्त्वं पुरुषो मतो मे. Translation: You are the supreme primal objective. You are the ultimate resting place of all this universe. You are inexhaustible and you are the oldest. You are the maintainer of the eternal religion, the personality of Godhead. This is my opinion. Hare
So he's praising, no, going on praising Krishna. So he cannot stop himself. So you are supreme primal objective. So we may have many goals, but then Krishna is the main objective and ultimate resting place of all universes. So Krishna is inexhaustible. So inexhaustible means, we know, like if something is when some incarnation come out of Krishna, does not make Krishna any lesser in strength. His strength remain as it is. Whatever he has, everything opulence. That is why he said Purnamada Purnabidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Veshishyate. Ishopanishad says that the world which Krishna has created, material world, Purnamadaha, that is complete, right? Purnamidam, I mean, this is also complete. That spiritual world is complete in itself, material world also, right? There is nothing that we don't have something here. Everything is available. Krishna has made it everything. For if we don't any say scarcity, we did not go to some other planet. No, everything is there. And Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate. He is complete, and whatever comes out of him is complete. Just think of us only, a human being, right? Do we have anything that I don't? Anything I want, I can with my whatever given. God has given me some the senses, the organs, and all these things. I can get it what I want. No. Similarly, even a small insect also, it also can fill its belly. It can fill its belly because that is given. Krishna has given, made it in a complete. It did not depend on somebody else. It did not come to us to ask, right? It knows how to get its own food. So such way Krishna has created this world. So whatever he does also is completely perfect. But if we do something, it will have some defect. Whatever we do, it may have some defect. But whatever Krishna does, it is all perfect. So that is why he is inexhaustible, and he remains same. So many incarnations or the expansions come out of Krishna, but Krishna remains as he is, and he's the oldest, but still he looks like a young, Nava Yavvanamcha. He looks like a 16-year-old boy, though he's the oldest to even Brahma. That is why he's called as Prapitamaha. No, he's a Brahma is Pitamaha. He's a Prapitamaha. He's the oldest, and he's a maintainer of eternal religion. What is eternal religion? What do you understand by eternal religion? What is eternal religion? What is the meaning of religion? Religion?
It's
Dharma,
dharma.
no?
Yeah, be righteous. Yeah.
Yeah, being religious, we say, right? Being dharmic or being religious. Or some people say like Hindu dharma, and Christian dharma or Muslim dharma, like different. But actually here Arjuna is calling him as you are a maintainer of eternal religion. Eternal religion means something ever there, always there, which was eternal. There was no time, like it came into birth. Like we know, like this how this Hindu religion came. That is because Prabhupada says that there were some Mughals who were there during this Sindhu river, no? There, whoever people were there, they started calling them, because of their pronunciation, they couldn't pronounce. Started calling them as Hindus. That's how the Hindu came, and we took it like we are thinking that we are Hindus, and later some there's Muslims or Christians also, they also made their own religions, because they don't exist very long back. They're just 2000 3000 year old, but this was told when 5000 years back to Arjun, and before that to sun god, it was 120 million years back. So this is already there. So that is why it is said eternal religion. And before that also it was there. We don't know to whom Krishna has told that knowledge, because this is always there. This is eternal Sanatana Dharma. That is why we call this as Sanatana Dharma. It is existing from time immemorial. We don't know from when. So why this is, because this religion is irrespective of any caste or creed, because this is universally applicable to all of them, and this is for benefit of a mankind, not just one particular set of people. It is for whole complete mankind. That is why when you are also going for distribution of book, don't think that you have to only go for approach only Hindus. Okay, nothing like that. We can go to anyone, because many times I've heard from seniors devotees that they were able to give even to Muslims also. They take, because when they understand, like the points, a few points where they were convinced was something like we also, Krishna says that you offer everything to me and then you have to eat, because that is what they say, no? You have to offer everything. Even in Muslims, they say that they have to offer to Allah, and then they, what do they call, they have some name, no, for that. You offer and then eat. What do you call that? Halal or something.
Bismillah.
Halal, no? Halal or something. So they have to offer. So somebody was they were very much happy to hear that, oh, Krishna says that you have to offer and eat, because not everybody are doing that today, no? Not every time, we were also not like that until we come here. We don't know. Only during festival time we keep to Lord. It is not like regularly we don't know, like we have to every day we should keep to Lord and then we have to take. We never knew that. But then Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, right? Patram pushpam palam to yam yome bhaktya prayachati tadaham bhakti paharatam ashnami prayatatmanaha. Ashnami prayatatmanaha. If you give with love, I will surely accept. So these things, when it is said, and they were convinced and they have taken the Bhagavad Gita. So never think, restrict yourself to give only to Hindus. So we can approach anyone, irrespective of, because whatever Krishna has told, anywhere, can you see the word Hindus, wherever has Krishna mentioned Hindu word in Bhagavad Gita? Anywhere? Is it told to certain religion?
No, Mataji.
Yeah, even if you take the caste system, Krishna never speaks about a caste, like no differentiation there. It is only based on a person's quality. What does he possess? The quality he possesses and the type of work he does. He was made like Brahmana, Kshatriya, and we see in the chapter 9 how like when the Nava Yogendras come to King Nimi assembly, right? So the father is a Brahmana, right? The Rishabdev, I mean, sorry, Kshatriya, and his sons are Nava Yogendras. How is this possible? So, yeah. So, and because it was based on their quality, what they possess, not like by birth. Though father was a different and son could be a different, even if you take Parashurama also, right? So how one person being a son of a Brahman need not be a Brahman, just like it's a post. Brahmana, Prabhupada says that just because you are a doctor's son, you need not be become called a doctor. No, you need to have that qualification to be a doctor. So similarly, for a Brahmana, if somebody has to say, I'm a Brahman, just because you are born in that family, or just because wearing a thread does not make somebody a Brahmin. He should possess certain qualities, right? And you should be following that. Whatever Brahmana, it is chapter 18 clearly explains the qualities of Brahmana, right? And Patan, Yajan, Yajan, Dana, Parigraha. So that is the nature. Brahma Janati iti Brahmana. So he knows what is, at least he has a knowledge of soul. That is Brahmana. Not if somebody is not knowing, then we cannot claim that we are that, right? So that is why Krishna says you are the maintainer of, yeah, I mean, Arjuna says here, eternal religion. So eternal religion, what does it teach? So it teaches us the relationship with me and God and how to go back to Godhead, right? So that is who is the Krishna is the maintainer of eternal religion. I think with this we can stop here. We can continue from tomorrow, the next topic, which the form is the time. Is it fine? Shall we continue tomorrow?
Yes, Mataji.
Yeah. Okay. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. पांचकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। कोटि वैष्णव की जय। नमस्ते ठाकुर की जय। श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय। Hare Krishna. Thank you, everyone.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Mataji,
Krishna,
tomorrow
Mataji.
only we need to follow Ekadasi, right, Mataji? Fasting.
Yes,
we need
yes,
to do
correct,
tomorrow.
correct. Yes, tomorrow. And tomorrow is Ekadashi. Please do take fasting, and you can take fruits or vegetables or milk products. Anything is fine. And you can take sabudana. You can make khichdi or something if it's easily available. You know.
Mataji, initially you told, right, Mahadvadasi, because of that something, the reason. I didn't get exactly what is that, Mataji.
I don't know, like proper thing, but then it is said that when Mahadvadashi, like tomorrow, it is said, I mean, after Ekadashi it comes, right? So something they were saying, like early today only the Dvadashi has also fallen. So that is why tomorrow it is Mahadvadashi, it is said. When Mahadvadashi comes immediately after Ekadashi, they say that you should not do fasting on Ekadashi, but instead you should do on Mahadvadashi. That
Okay.
is tomorrow.
Okay, Mataji. Thank you.
I morning in Bhagavatam class, they said that they will share regarding this in the groups. If it comes, I will share it to you, but I have not seen so far. Has it come?
No, Mataji. We
In
didn't receive
Bhagavatam,
it.
I mean, there were many questions on this, and one Prabhu, he said that he will share it in the group. So Srinivasan Prabhuji said I will share it. But anyways, if I get information, I'll give you in the group. But
Okay.
basically, yes, tomorrow we are fasting, not today.
Thank you, Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Is any question on today's chapter?
No, Mataji. I mean, how was your exam, Mataji? You said Bhakti Shastri.
It was okay. It was not, I mean, it was easy, but the timing, I felt like because the marks were kept 4 marks, 6 marks and all, and I felt like a limitation of time, but then yeah, they gave some extension. So yeah, it was okay. Good.
Okay.
Yeah. So you will shortly after level 3, level 4, you will also come to Bhakti Shastri. And if you are already doing 16 rounds, I think directly also NAD Prabhuji gives for Bhakti Shastri.
I'm
If you
doing
are ready to.
16 rounds, but I don't think I have that much knowledge to like take.
No,
Bhakti
Mataji, it
Shastri.
is simple only. It is just like if you are able to understand this level 2. So similarly, but then there even more interaction will be there. You'll be even nice it is like breakout rooms will be there. Breakout rooms means like and it is a small like less than 20 people only in a class, okay, and then three people will be put, and then some shloka will be given, and you have to discuss and you have to come up with the points, and from your group somebody will represent and tell, like that it will be nice.
Okay.
Yeah, you can take, otherwise you complete this Ishopanishad level 3 and then you go, because you have not read that book, no, better you go step by step.
Yeah. Thanks, Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Okay, so we'll continue, and any of you, can you is it possible for you to call your fellow mates I mean devotees who is not coming to the class, why are they not coming, or can you ask, or if you are in contact, why are they not attending? I mean, so less attendance we have, right, week by week. So if possible, you can call someone and ask or to attend, because let them also complete, right? You all can go together to next level, because they have come halfway, but now why are they not joining? No?
Weekends, no, Mataji. They'll have sudden plans.
Yeah, maybe it's also there. Yes, Saturday, Sunday, this is the thing, no?
Yeah, all the week they'll be working. On weekend, they'll
Yeah, with family pressure also they may have. They have to satisfy family also. Right? Okay. Any other questions? No? Then we can close. Hare Krishna. We can tell Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Can all say? Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare, Hare
Hare Rama,
Rama,
Rama Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare. Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare
Hare
Hare.
Rama, Rama Rama, Hare
Thank
Hare
you so much.
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna.
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Mataji.
Hare
Thank you so much.
Rama, Rama Rama, Hare
Hare
Thank you
Krishna
so much.
Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Mataji. Hare Krishna.